so much better than that shit. I can do like so much better than that shit.
Daywave. If you like that, that's Elsie Truo. She's also hot. But this is a pretty good cover, right? Well, mashup cover, whatever. Anyway, good morning, guys. How's everybody doing? Good? My fellow comrades, point of privilege. That's right. We've been caught. And I think it's about time that we fess up. It's about time that we fess up. This is a long con. It's all it's ever been. We've never been conservative. I love socialism. I think Bernie rules. He's the man. And I, for one, cannot wait to turn this into a communist utopia. So now that we've been caught and that's out of the way, everybody knows. So you could clip this and you could be like, I told you guys. So yeah, Bernie 2020. That's what we've been. It's been a long con, really. As a matter of fact, even when I was like voting for George W. Bush, before I was even doing these shows, I thought one day one day, I'm going to just fucking do a show. It's going to become popular. And I'm going to heel turn. So now that we've got it. Look, guys, sorry to say. Even when I was Ron Paul 2020 guy, again, before any of this, it was all a ruse. I was taking money from you stupid magatards. And I knew Trump was going to run because I was told. I knew Q when Q was just leaving messages in phone books. Before even like 4chan. Q was just doodling messages in phone books. And I knew. And we knew, really. Mersh and I came together and we're like, we're gonna get these guys. We're going to fool them. And we did. And we did fool them. And joke's on you. I think Castro was the best. Fidel Castro was fucking awesome. So tomorrow I'll be wearing my Che Guevara shirt, and there's nothing you could do about it. Oh man, you gotta love. I mean, you gotta love people. Like it's. Look, man. It's one thing to try to smear somebody with like a reasonable theory, where people go, "This guy's right. This is true. This guy's right." Like, okay, well, fine. You know, something. The problem is when you're gonna smear someone, you have to have like some. Buddy once told me the world is gonna. Sorry, you have to have some semblance of truth, even a nugget of it sprinkled in there. Because if not, it doesn't really work. You know. But yeah, that's funny, man. Stalin was awesome though. And be honest with you, Stalin was the best. You know. I wish we had more Stalin. As a matter of fact, I wish we'd stop Stalin. Get more Stalin. Am I right? Also, now that we're leftists, we're just going to do leftist corny comedy, and we're going to make sure we don't make anybody feel bad. Okay, you get it? Miami Milf, point of privilege. This conversation is leaving out us normies that think they all suck. The two-party system must die. No, it's not. Communism must win. Don't you get it? It's the only rational solution. It's the only rational solution, guys. Look, it took couple hundred million people, but get in the hang of it now, am I right? We're figuring it out. Yeah, Bernie was on a JRE yesterday. It's so dumb. It's you know. I get the problem with Bernie being on like Joe Rogan is just it's somebody told him, Bernie, you got to go on Joe Rogan. He's the biggest show. None of the other candidates have done it. You've got to go. Wasn't Tulsi on Joe Rogan too? I think Tulsi Gabbard was on Joe Rogan. Am I wrong? Can somebody verify that for me? Was Tulsi Gabbard on Joe Rogan? But yeah, Bernie did an hour and 15 minutes on the Joe Rogan show, and it was your typical the 5% of the 1% is not sustainable. Other countries have Medicare for. I mean, it's just his talking lines, and of course, let's be realistic. Joe Rogan doesn't push back. He doesn't, because at heart, Joe Rogan's a lefty, like all of them. You know, so, sure, that's not true. That's unfair. He does have some centrist views, but Joe Rogan politically is basically Tim Pool. It's the same stuff, and he really didn't push back hard. You know what I mean?
Whoa!
Thank you.
Look at that.
Thank you.
Gonna try using your favorite word. Someone should unpack the Bernie interview in Rogan. See what I did there.
Yeah. Thank you, OJ.
Gonna be rich one day. I don't think so, but I'm working anyway. He said we fight if we miss one day. Don't make them come in on a Sunday. Every time you see me up in Wendy's, boy, I'm drop chicken.
Yeah, well, Andrew Yang. Okay, well, I guess this is the first time not a joke candidate was on. Like, look, Tulsi, to me, out of all of them, is probably the most reasoned. And again, look, in reality, and I joke about it because all the time, but in reality, like, look, Tulsi's is a lefty, not as much as a lefty, and you know, this is a good point. You know, Mike has a good point. Like, if she gets in there, what's she gonna do? She's not going to keep any of her promises. That's just, it won't let her. So, you know, it doesn't really matter. But it's the first time they've had a candidate that was actually polling high on Rogan's show. That is a fact, you know. But I haven't seen the whole thing. I guess I should probably watch it. I don't want to, but I guess I should probably watch it. Maybe we'll watch some of it on ROTC today, but I guess I should probably watch it. But I don't know. I don't know what they talked about. I wonder if somebody like Joe Rogan, who was very, to his credit, I got to give Joe Rogan credit on this. He was very critical of Hillary Clinton when she ran. He was very, very critical of her. And, you know, not that it's difficult to be critical of Hillary. She's a piece of garbage, but just very critical of her. And saying how he's fucked Bernie over, blah, 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 blah. I wonder if Joe brought any of that stuff up to Bernie. Like, I wonder if it was just safe talking points that he was given, or was he allowed to... I don't know. I can't. Joe, I don't see Rogan as the one to push back. Like, even when he's like, I'll bring Jack back on and we're going to get you. Rogan didn't go in after them. He had to get fucking little Tim Pool to show up and do it for him. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I didn't watch it. I guess we'll probably watch some of it on... Joe never brought it up. Of course he didn't. I'm sure we'll watch some of it on ROTC today. Just a bit of it anyway. It'll be fun to watch. I look, in all honesty, I would never want anybody, and I was actually talking to my friend about it this week, and like IRL talking about it, and I was like, he was like, oh well, you know, maybe, you know, I don't know, man, Bernie might be the one, blah 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 blah. But I hope Bernie needs to win, and I went, no, he can't win. It doesn't work. It's not feasible, you know. He brought something up that which is brought up before. It's like, well, because socialism's always been tried with a dictator. He goes, you know, socialism but with Castro, or socialism but with Maduro, or you know, or Chavez. But the problem with that is that people don't understand. Castro didn't start out as a dictator. He started out as the president of Cuba with socialist ideals. And then eventually that led to him becoming a dictator. Maduro's a perfect example. Maduro was elected in. Maduro was not somebody that was... He was elected to be the president. And again, socialism turns people into dictators. That's how it works. You know what I mean? It's not like, so it's like, oh, we'll try it this time. Look, I'm sorry, but that I draw the line there. I'm not even against voting for somebody who has some socially progressive views. I'm not even. I can't vote for full-on socialism. I just can't. It's not. You learn your lesson, and it's tough. Like I always say this. It's very, very difficult to convince a Cuban of socialism. You're gonna have a hard time, because we see what it does, and try, you know, and that's the truth. You know, that's the truth. It wasn't like Castro was in there and he's like, I'm a dictator and also I'm a socialist. No, socialism started going, and he was there for 4 years and 4 more years, and then they started asking about elections. Are we gonna have elections? And then he became a dictator. You know, that's how it works. And Bernie's not gonna win, by the way, so it doesn't matter. It's a pipe dream. I doubt it. If an old white, Bernie's not white, he's Jewish, but you know what I mean. If an old white dude wins, it's going to be Biden. And I don't think Biden's going to win, and I don't think Bernie's going to win, and I think it's going to be probably Kamala and Elizabeth Warren. Those are my top, you know. I would say those are my top picks if I had to guess. But I don't care anymore anyway. It doesn't fucking matter. Regardless of who we vote for, now we're fucked. Like, regardless of who we vote, the First Amendment's fucked. The Second Amendment's fucked. Like, we're done. We're done-ski. You know what I mean? There's no going back. Living in Miami, we never hear about Cuban socialists. Well, I bet you're lying. McAfee's the future. McAfee's going to be found dead on his fucking boat is what's going to happen. He ain't the future. I don't know. I really don't know what we're gonna do, man. Everyone's doubling down. I have a lot of people that are still diehard Trump people going, he's never gonna enact it. Those are just words. While at the same time, as we speak, Lindsey Graham is sitting down with Democrats and drafting the red flag law mandate. That's what's happening right now. Right now. And you know what the funny part is? The mandate isn't like a law. The mandate, again, it's like, you get government funding if you enact these red flag laws. You'll get government. So now, this is the funny part. If you're a pro-gun person, your tax dollars now are paying your states, are going to be paying your states to make sure you're not going to have a gun if they think you're crazy. And you know what I think is funny is that I liked, to me, like, the biggest gag of all, and this is true, like the biggest, just to switch, just real quick, the biggest gag of all is I love people more than anything. Like, look, I get not liking a show. I get trolling because, let's be honest. I can't sit here and pretend like we don't troll people, and I don't dislike people, and we don't leave comments. I get it. We do that. We do. But I can't imagine disliking a show, but then spending 2 and then goes to ours 4 and then 6 hours in the chat watching the entire show. And not only that, I'm still monetized on YouTube, by the way. So this is funny because this goes back to what I said about taxes. You're literally giving me, even if it's a penny, you're giving me money right now as you're watching this. You're giving me money, even if you don't donate. You're giving me money right now to keep doing the show that you hate. And it's the same thing. It goes back to the taxes thing. You know what I mean? It's like we're giving them money now to do something that at least, and I think more than half, but at least half the country hates. You know what I mean? And I think it's funny. I really do. I think it's hilarious. It's like, you understand. Like, look, here's a perfect example. I hate Jack Black, right? Like, I hate him. I'll watch some pieces of Jack Black videos on here to goof on him with you. But in my spare time, and I promise you this is true, I don't just watch Jack Black videos for fun and leave comments. Like, why would I do that? That goes against the guy. I don't like it. But, man, hey, more power to you, dog. I mean, that's all I could say is more power to you, dude. It's what? I'm heading to D-Live instead. Where they're going to Lino points. That's not real money, man. I hope it is. I just cashed out a bunch for Revenge of the Sith, so we'll see. I mean, Mike's gotten paid, so I'm sure we'll get paid. Personal point of order. You're stressing me out, man. Arminstein Stone said Trump died. This is his clone. I mean, no. We should have known. Look, we should have known. And some people should be made to feel a fool. Including me, including Mersh, including anybody. We've defended Trump a lot. And by the way, by no means have we been blind MAGA boomers, because we've criticized Trump. If you listen to ROTC, we have. We've criticized Trump a lot. We also said it's pretty unfair the way they're just fucking beating this guy over the head. But a lot of people thought, well, look, he might not get the wall might not be built, which sucks. Shit won't get done. Fine. But at least this guy, the best thing about his guys, at least if he maintains a status quo, which is like they're not gonna fuck with our gun rights, and they're not gonna fuck with our First Amendment. And he's really coming. He's fucked with both of them in one foul swoop. By the way, in one foul swoop. And again, I hate let me tell you the excuse that I hate. I hate the excuse for me. Which is, he's just words. It doesn't mean he's going to actually do anything. First off, he is. It's happening right now. But secondly, and most importantly, saying that, somebody says something, so then they're he's a liar. So you're telling me, don't worry about it. He's a liar. Like, that excuse is terrible. That is a terrible excuse. And if you use that to justify going, vote for him again, you're a fucking idiot. I mean, honestly, you really are. You really are a fucking idiot. Beto 2020, y'all. Represent. Am I right? Raise the roof. Trying to go to the 21st of August meeting of the DSA. Send me questions to ask via Twitter, and then would have a hard... Okay, we could do that. We'll do that. That'll be good, actually. 21st of August. Okay, post your Twitter. Hey, everybody, send SoCal Chris some good questions. This could be fun. By the way, first off, make sure that they're filming it, or that someone's filming it, or that you're filming it, because I don't know if all of them are filmed. But secondly, if you get a Revenge of the Sis reference in there, that would be good. If you could make a new book goofing joke, that would also be good. But anything you could do, that would really put a nice little stamp on this. Jesse Ventura might run in 2020. Yeah, and what? So fucking what? But yeah, man, I don't know. I'm done. I've always had, I told you, and I've been very upfront and very honest with it, embarrassingly so. I voted for Gary Johnson in 2016, and I've never lied about that. It is embarrassing looking back, but then again, no. You know what? Not really. No, because look, at least, hey, maybe I didn't, because look what Trump is doing now. As much of a fucking psycho pothead as Gary Johnson was, he wasn't gonna. Don't think he was gonna fuck with our gun laws, but whatever. I don't give a fuck if it doesn't know what Aleppo is. You know what the First Amendment is, that was cool. And again, the Libertarian Party is a joke. They haven't had a legitimate candidate that really should have won since Ron Paul. It would be awesome. It would be awesome. Yeah, I know. ROTC day wave night. We get forced unsubscribed all the time. It happens. So don't even worry about it. Just subscribe back. Like I said, the best thing I would tell you to do is just check back periodically. I know it's hard. It's hard to remember because a lot of people watch a lot of stuff. But Gary Johnson voted. Yeah, man, I'm a libertarian. But I'll be honest with you. I really was liking a lot of the stuff that Trump was doing. I'm not going to lie. Because I've praised him. I did like a lot of the stuff that he was doing, at least the tax break wise specifically. I like that, and some of the policy was good, and then this, and it's like, well, fuck you, man, fuck you. This isn't gonna get you reelected. You're gonna get fucking beat, and it's not gonna matter because whoever goes in there's gonna even take more gun laws and more free speech away. So I'm gonna write in Rand or Ron Paul this election. Good luck. Hey, don't worry about it. What's there to worry about? We're done anyway. Like, again, I know a lot of people talk about Rome burning, which is a pretty good analogy. We talk about Rome burning, but you got to think about this. It's not on fire yet, but those like last 5 to 10 years before Rome burned was probably fun. So I think let's have fun before it all collapses. We're in that sweet spot. We're in that little sweet spot right before, It's that spot like, when you're drinking all night before you pass out, there's that little sweet spot, where you're like, man, I'm feeling good, but I can walk around and I'm not puking on myself. Boom. Before the hangover hits. So let's just enjoy the sweet spot. What do you say? I mean, that's what we have to do, right? Oh, man. Orgy in the streets of Rome. Ew, no thank you. Italian women are very hairy. All right, well, thank you, Cloud Rain. I appreciate it. Anyway, if you want to help out, streamlabs.com/Daywave Live if you want to hook a brother up. Tariff stuff. I've never been a big fan. Well, I've been pretty clear. I've never been a big fan of tariffs. I even said that when Trump was doing it. Like, I don't like that stuff. I don't think it's highly effective. You're going to get short-term results, but especially with China. Like, we could tariff China all we want, but they're manipulating their currency. So we're leveraging their made-up money. You know what I mean? Like, we're leveraging their made-up money that they control. They're manipulating their currency. Like, if you say stuff about China, I don't mean to get too political, but this is pretty interesting, right? You look at China's GDP. Their GDP is it's growing. It's insane, right? And the reason it's growing is they're building these ghost cities. So and that's how they measure their GDP is, ongoing projects, what they're building, what they're investing in. So there's these just ghost cities in China. I mean, like cities that look like major cities, right? But it's it's just empty, and they do that so that manipulates their money and manipulates how much their money's worth, and they've been doing this for a while. So it's here. Let me see something. There's actually a pretty good. All right, this might be good.
High-rise apartments stretch into the sky. Traffic lights flash with no traffic in sight. The neon lights are on, but nobody's home. These are China's ghost cities, sprawling, empty spaces, just waiting for one thing: people.
All of them were bizarre. All of them were surreal. There's no other way to describe just a city meant for thousands of people that's just completely empty.
The few people that live here often wonder if they'll ever get neighbours. Samuel Stevenson Yang is a photographer working to document this modern Chinese phenomenon.
I think the mission started because it was just hard for people to believe exactly how much empty property was all over the country. And we had to just go in person to take photos so that we could show people just the sheer scale of the building that was going on.
And as you can see, these aren't like little efficiencies or like these are fucking skyscrapers, and they're all empty.
As China's mass construction phase continues, bigger and more elaborate but empty cities are popping up. It's difficult to say just how many properties lay empty across China, but some guess it could be as high as 64 million.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I was essentially able to walk through this, Manhattan-sized, new city, before it was, completely built. So you see the thickets of, skyscrapers. I mean, we're talking really, really, super tall skyscrapers, everywhere. And I was just able to kind of just walk through this area, and it was like, I mean, it's something that's kind of like a nightmare, kind of dystopian movie of the future. And you just wake up and all the people are gone, and it's just you and these empty, husk of, buildings everywhere. Hello, it's Wade Shepherd, Vagabond Journey.
Oh my God, what do you work for, Vice? This guy looks like somebody that works for Vice.
I'm in
Wade Shepherd's been documenting ghost cities since 2006.
I mean, how long does anyone think it takes to populate a new city? I mean, this is an experiment that people haven't really done before.
He sees the phenomena in a positive light, explaining ghost cities are just going through a stage between construction and inhabitation.
That's no, that you're lying. This is not them building cities, because the government is involved in all these building processes. This isn't like a private company out there building these cities. The government is heavily investing and giving money to all these cities to be built so they can manipulate their currency and they can manipulate their GDP. That's all this is. That's all this is.
Well, a lot of these new cities that got their start in around 2000, 2003, they're pretty much developed. If you go there, you will not know that they were a new city. You will look around, you think it was just a normal city, and you just assume that this is the way it always was, not knowing that 10 years ago people are calling it a ghost city. 20 years ago it was farms and villages.
The critics say construction rates in China far exceed any foreseeable demand.
Yep.
And whether a ghost city becomes inhabited or not depends on its ability to create jobs.
A few years back, 60 Minutes in the United States did a whole program about how this city was a ghost city. And yet within a year of that, it started filling up aggressively. But the reason was the government threw tens of millions of dollars in incentives to Foxconn, which is the Taiwanese company that manufactures iPhones. And so Foxconn agreed to put a factory in this town.
Mr. McMahon estimates there are around 50 ghost cities across China, fueling economic growth, but financed by a mountain of debt, which could be a ticking time bomb.
Oh, it is. Oh, it is a ticking time bomb.
It's incredibly difficult to measure, and it's incredibly difficult to say if and when things might actually go pear-shaped.
As dozens of desolate cities across China can attest to, if you build it, they don't always come. Tracy Shelton.
Yeah, so they're fucking with the currency, they're fucking with the GDP, they're fucking with everything over there. And also the other thing about China is China's buying a lot of property in a lot of land in Africa. China is investing heavily in Africa. ports. China, there's China owns like major ports in Africa right now. Right now, they own it, and they are fucking just pumping money into Africa. By the way, while we're over here fucking around and going, should have red flag laws and we need Medicare for all. China's sitting there fucking just pumping money into Africa. And I'm going to tell you something, man. Some parts of Africa in 10, 20 years are going to look a lot more ching-chongy and not as much Africa. Because China don't give a fuck. Like, if you could accuse Chinese of being racist, they don't give a fuck. You know? They don't. Like, you're not allowed to be a Muslim in China. They don't give a shit. So, it's going to be bad. A lot of Chinese factories are going to get built there. Watch. That's what's going to happen. Yep, they loan money to these African countries. They can't pay it back, and then they default on the loan, and then they own it. Then they'll own the port, or they'll own the factory, or they'll own the building. Yep. Mm-hmm. Thomas Murphy. Yep. Mm-hmm. The port of Baltimore is owned either by Pakistan or Saudi Arabia. I believe it. China ruined their crop-producing soil there. Yeah, but look. A generation from now, we will see the first Chinese African-American immigrants. You might be right, but I'm telling you, man, they're buying up. What they're doing in Africa is crazy. And we're sitting here like fucking assholes, man. Fucking assholes, man. Maybe they're, whatever.
World trade. It's about infrastructure renewal, and it's about innovation, partnerships, investment, and spurring growth. It's about moving things and people around the country and between continents.
So this is about China's investments, and they're playing the music. This feels like the Sizzler commercial that we played. Remember the which I might play again for you guys today because it's fun. But this feels like the Sizzler commercial. Like, it's totally fine. We Chinese, we fine. We just buy your land. We fix your infrastructure. And then you can't pay us back. And then we own it.
From trade shows offering every commodity on the planet to railways, ports, and high-tech factories. In this series, Closing the Gap, we tell the human stories behind the China phenomenon in Africa.
Look how they're framing it. This is amazing, by the way. This was CNBC Africa, right? So this is like Africa's own whatever thing. And they're framing it like, we're just here to help. We're here to help you guys. That's all. Because when you think of China, you think of charitable. Think about this. You think of China, you think of a charitable. This is hilarious. This is, hold on, sorry. I gotta see some of this. Fucking great. This is fucking awesome. Africa meets Made in China. This is gonna be amazing. An old trade route.
Kenya's Fort Jesus is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It was built by the Portuguese some 400 years ago to guard the old port of Mombasa. Fort Jesus is now a museum, but most of the artifacts on display are neither European nor African.
We have a lot of Chinese collection in the gallery, and this Chinese collection, some of them we found them in the shipwreck.
Throughout the centuries, Fort Jesus served as an important way station for sailing
I'm going to skip
ships.
ahead a little bit.
It's the busiest seaport on the African east coast.
Here we go.
China is helping to unleash Africa's stored potential.
All right, I got to hear this part. Sorry. I love the way they're framing this. This is amazing.
While China-Africa ties have existed for centuries, many believe the best is yet to come.
The best is yet to come. There's not often you get to see this weird, like, it's very weird. Like, this is what modern colonization looks like. And look, I'm not shitting on China. They're smart. They're doing, but this isn't for charitable needs. You know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna buy the land, you're gonna sell land. I'm gonna fucking buy the land. You know. But it's not gonna be conquistadors showing up on horses. It's just gonna be Chinese guys showing up with checkbooks. We're helping.
China is helping to unleash Africa's stored potential, working with local partners on massive construction projects. The modern-day port of Mombasa is a case in point. It's the busiest seaport on the African east coast. As the gateway connecting landlocked countries such as Uganda and Burundi to the sea,
such as seals,
Mombasa's port could be doing better, but outdated infrastructure and other aging transportation links are causing bottlenecks in the movement of goods and people.
We can see the port is very crowded right now.
Huang Xiong-lin, the Deputy General Manager of China Road and Bridge Corporation, is overseeing a 10-year contract with the Kenyan government.
10-year contract.
Worth more than $3 billion. It's all about rejuvenation and connectivity.
It's all about rejuvenation and connectivity. Is anybody just amazed how they're framing this?
Linking the world to the port and the port to the continent. Huang's company is operating a new freight terminal at the port and a 400-kilometer-long railway it built connecting Mombasa to Kenya's inland capital, Nairobi, and eventually to landlocked countries in the African interior.
Kenya traditionally relies mainly on its narrow-gauge railway and truck transport. Truck transport is more common, reaching 50 million tons last year. The narrow gauge does less for over 1 million tons, and about 1.8 million tons last year. I'm going to skip ahead. I'm skipping ahead here.
Chinese professionals are here for the long term.
Oh, okay, here we go.
Companies are not only the builders and constructors. Chinese professionals are here for the long term as trainers. They have 10 years before they hand over the full operation of the railway to local leaders and their crews.
By the way, just to point something out, they're going to be handing over the full operation. However, China will still own the railway and the port. They're just handing the overall operation to the plebs so they can do the work.
I got this opportunity through my
I'm a people,
university,
I'm a family, I'm a family, I'm a
They
people.
had a career fair event. So when the company came to the university, I went to their tent and they asked me, if you had a chance to be trained for an assistant locomotive driver, would you do it? So I accepted the offer because they were willing to train me on the job.
Jiang Chang, an experienced locomotive operator, is teaching a class of future Kenyan drivers.
Alright, whatever. But you got the point. I don't know about the whole thing. But it really is funny the way they're framing it. Like, this is great. We're just in vet. Don't worry. We're here to help. We're here to help you guys. We're here to help you. Tell me it doesn't remind you of this. One of my favorite bits we've ever done. Here it is, guys.
All across America, the song of freedom rings. A song that's growing stronger every day. It tells us when we listen to the message that it sings. Let us lift our voices. We can make the choices. We will make the most of all the best that freedom brings.
Here it is, guys. Here it is.
Sizzler is the one who brings us choices. Reaching out across the USA. Each and every day, get a little freedom here.
over America, a quiet revolution has been
Sizzler's a
taking
restaurant,
place.
a shitty restaurant, by the way.
More and more, both parents are working and raising families. Life seems to be moving faster than ever, and Americans have rediscovered, are redefining what's really important in their lives.
Riding Ferris
They
wheel,
want quality
carousels.
in their personal life, in their business life, in the goods they purchase, and in the food they eat.
And
They
the
want
food. Here it
good,
is, the food. Here
basic
comes the
home
money
cooking,
shot.
Quality food. And they want choices, variety, all at a reasonable price. Americans want value.
Sizzler brings
The choices
that you've been looking
for.
in giving you the right to choose. We're offering much more by holding to traditions.
Traditions.
Yet changing
Traditions.
with the time.
Like straight marriages. Like that, and the wife staying at home.
Choices and selections.
Wow, she's hungry. You could tell because of the way she's doing her tongue.
Choices of directions. Choices that can add a little freedom in your life.
Sizzler's trat as fuck. Maybe some of you haven't seen this. We played this on RWC a while ago, though. It's been a while. Oh, by the way, this commercial's 4 minutes and 41 seconds. This was an investor's commercial. Basically, this was like if you were interested in a Sizzler's franchise, they would send you this VHS tape.
Sizzler is the choice of America. Sizzler gives you choices every day.
Every day.
That's the Sizzler way. Get a little free.
91. White people used to go to Sizzler, Betty. White people used to go to Sizzler.
Wholesome American cooking. Fresh fish, a variety of salads, wonderful hot appetizers, tantalizing combination
Nice,
platters,
that's tantalizing.
all backed with a new kind
All right, that was just sexual. This was sexual.
of courteous,
Sup? Huh? You want some of this Sizzler?
friendly service. Sizzler introduces a new kind of dining with two completely different dining experiences in one restaurant.
One for coloreds and one for whites. Sizzlers. We stick to the real old traditions.
The grill, with a variety of distinctive platters served at your table. And the buffet court, a whole experience on its own, where you create delicious combinations just the way you want them. It's a restaurant within a restaurant, with all the value, quality, and freedom of choice Americans want. It's unique. It's bold. It's ahead of the competition.
Might be making me like him even more.
Sizzler for the 90s. Exactly what America wants.
Sizzler is the choice of America.
Separate but equal was a good idea. We have separate restrooms for African Americans. Sizzler is the place.
Sizzler gives you choices every day.
Of course, there's one in Kissimmee. There's a couple in Orlando. Sizzlers have been shutting down everywhere, but Orlando, man, Orlando's funny. Orlando has the remnants of used to be popular restaurants. We have a Ponderosa. We have a Sizzler. I think we have like the last Bennigan's. Seriously, I think we have like the last Bennigan's. We have all these just weird places. Now, hold on. We got to get to the end is the best part, of course. We have Perkins here too. Yes, we have Shoney's. You're right, Jason T. The Bennigan's closed, but the one we're talking, you know which one I'm talking about though? Now it's called the Brannigan's. It's the same restaurant. Some dude just bought it and just changed the name to a Brannigan's. I know Brannigan's is an awful name, but they only had to change a couple letters from Bennigan's. That's why they did it. Man, that was... Does everybody feel motivated now because of the Sizzler commercial? Isn't it great? I'll tell you what. It always makes me feel good. Okay, so this has a lot of views. Obviously, this is like 11 million views. So this has been around since 2006. But I do love playing old commercials. I think they're my favorite things. Local commercials. So let's check this one out. This is a flea market in Montgomery. This is okay. If you've seen it, fine. Shut up. I get it. Not everyone's seen everything.
Living rooms, bedrooms, dinettes. Oh yeah, you can find them at the market. We talking about flea market, Montgomery. It's just like a mini mall. Oh yeah, come shop with us. I said flea market, Montgomery. It's just like a mini mall. Hey, you heard me. Come shop. Living rooms, bedrooms, dinettes. We got it. You need it. You'll find it. It's just like a mini mall. Hey, you heard me. Come shop. I said flea market, Montgomery. It's just like a mini mall. Hey, living rooms, bedrooms, dinettes. Oh yeah, you can find them.
All right, you might have seen this already, but I bet you've never seen it like this. I bet you've never seen it like this.
Nigga. I'm 200% nigga. Nigga. Why do police hate niggas? Nigga. The haters 'cause our dicks is bigger. Nigga. Why do you call yourself a nigga? Nigga. 'Cause I'm a motherfucking nigga. Nigga. Why you drink so much beer? Nigga. I don't drink beer, I drink more liquor. 'Cause I'm a nigga.
Yeah. The dance is the best.
Nigga, man. I ain't all that African American shit. Fuck that. I'm a nigga. I ain't mixed, I'm a nigga. N-I-G-G-A. Nigga. You already know. Nigga. Why you eat so much chicken? Nigga. Why would you naked in my kitchen? Nigga. Why you call them hoes bitches? Nigga. 'Cause them hoes is bitches. Nigga.
This is perfect.
Why you stay in the hood? Nigga. 'Cause I don't like living by Peckerwoods. Nigga. Why you ain't got no job? Nigga. $7 an hour won't feed my dog. Nigga.
This is great.
Why your pants gotta sag? Nigga. 'Cause hand-me-downs is all a nigga had. Nigga. Why you scared to go to court? Shit, 'cause it does look just like that motherfucker that put our ass on the boat.
What do you think? Did we make it better? Huh? Yeah, you've seen it, huh? But have you seen that? Yeah, you haven't seen that. Streamlabs.com/Daywave Live. If you want to help a brother out, text speeches on media uploads are on. All right. Ooh, how about some more old commercials? Just a few. I love watching old commercials. Let's have some member berries, guys. Let's have some fun, right? We get all political and be annoying, but let's have some fun. All right? What do you say? Since we're doing commercials anyway.
Report from the scene.
Broncos, Dagoes.
So these are 90s commercials, okay? Just so we know the time frame. Some of you were born in the 90s, which is just weird. So you could watch a commercial. Oh, sorry. Some of you were born in the 90s. Commercials are things that would come on in between TV shows for network TV so they could pay for their ads. I forget, like, the more you go, that's what commercials were. It was crazy. We actually had to watch things before, like, in between shows. Have you heard of them?
T-Rex. Oh, what fun.
Fun?
Yeah, fun. It's Jurassic Journey, now at the Crystal Wall in Waterford, presented by the Fox 61 WT.
All right, who wants to go on the Jurassic Journey with me? Let's go field trip. Southeastern Connecticut. What do you say?
The ICTV Kids Club and the Children's Museum of Southeastern Connecticut. Now back to you in the studio, Bob. Bob, are you there, Bob?
Everyone's going to see Jurassic Journey. How about you?
She's a mom with a mission.
I'll show them what one screwball can do.
Marge Simpson is drawing the line against cartoon cruelty.
Oh man, it was the best. The best way to watch The Simpsons was on the WB or whatever your local WB 39 or whatever your UHF channel was. And at least for me, it was different for everybody. At least for me, it was The Simpsons, Seinfeld, and then The Simpsons again, which is terrible because I didn't like Seinfeld. So I had to wait for the Jewish comedian to finish for me to go back to watching The Simpsons. And then they finally changed it to Simpsons, Seinfeld. No, it was on Fox. When it originally aired, it was on Fox, right? It was on Fox at 8 p.m. on Sunday nights and then Thursday nights for a bit. But the reruns of it, when you get home from school, this is what you would watch.
What kind of warped human being would find that funny?
But when the argument becomes animated...
No.
Oh, I get it animated?
Will the
Thank you, Mitch. I hated Seinfeld, too, because it was between The Simpsons. Thank you.
tunes be tuned out?
Itchy and Scratchy seem to have lost their edge.
20 million women in the world, and I had to marry Jane Fonda.
The Simpsons.
Tonight at 6 on
I like how the voiceover guy even laughed a bit. The Simpsons.
Fox 61.
Aladdin's here weekdays at 5 on...
There was an Aladdin TV show, for those who don't know. Thank you, Dave Truthseeker. Much appreciated.
You need more donations today.
I agree. I mean, I will not disagree with you, sir. And who am I to say no to a fan? Thank you. Did you send anything?
Surprise!
No.
Now we got you a scooter now. We got you a scooter, you missed it. Surprise! No. Oh, no. Watch the road. Watch the road. No, watch the road.
Whoa! Thank you, Mammy Melf.
How about the gynecologist from Cuba?
Oh, that was an old Rhett and Link one. Hello, my name is Rudy.
Hello, friend. My name is Rudy. I used to be gynecology in Cuba. Now I sell car here in
America.
And TDing auto sale.
TDing
Auto sale.
What do we have? We have car. We have motorbike.
It's the best. That was fucking great. That was old school Rhett and Link. They used to, and I got to give it to them. That was a pretty good idea. They would go to these businesses in small towns and go, look, we'll film your commercials for free as long as you let us put it on our YouTube thing and monetize it.
On Fox 61.
I remember this. The little stinger.
Power promise number 1.
Oh, these power... Look, man. These kids are rowdy. And you know what it's going to take? It's actually funny because I'm wearing a Power Ranger shirt today. It's going to take the White Ranger to set him straight. White Ranger. You heard that? Not Mulatto Ranger. The White Ranger.
Promise to keep martial art where it belongs. In the dojo.
We promise!
All right. Previously on Power Rangers, Lord Zed, ruler of the Dark Galaxy, arrived to take away Rita's powers and destroy the Rangers.
I know a lot of people watch Power Rangers. I watched a bit of it. It wasn't that big for me. I was more of a Voltron fan.
Our heroes jumped into action and took on Zed's first...
I always wonder, like, it's kind of like when I watch commercials from like the 70s. You know, it's like I wasn't alive to then, so it's a weird It's a weird like thing. Is it for people that are younger? There are people that weren't alive during this or were probably just born. Is this weird to watch? Like, this is the stuff we used to watch. I always wonder that because I know it's weird for me to watch 70s and 60s and 50s commercials. It's very interesting, but it's kind of like people used to do that. Do you guys think that way sometimes? I do wonder.
First monster, Piranha's Head.
Watch this, Power Rangers! We need dinosaur power now!
But Piranha's Head got the better of them and froze their Zords solid.
Oh man, he froze the Zords! We're history!
Can the Rangers overcome this ferocious fish? Find out next.
We'll be right back.
I remember this stupid little fox too.
Now it's time for the Pizza Head Show.
Hey, everybody.
Pizza Head.
It's party time, and we just
Holy-
ordered Pizza Hut pizza, and here it is.
No, it's Party Guy Steve.
Well, I didn't invite...
Okay, oh my God. Okay. It's so weird. Has it ever happened to you guys? I remember this commercial vividly, but I forgot it. Like it was in my head somewhere. But if somebody told me, oh, name Pizza Hut commercials, I wouldn't remember this one. But now that I'm watching it, I remember this stupid pizza commercial. His friend was a pizza cutter, which is just dangerous. Why would you hang out with someone whose entire job is to cut you? It's like having a Puerto Rican friend. I'm kidding. They cut you anyway.
Sure you did. And he says this party needs some real music.
Oh, Mr. Neighbor, look like it.
And does that look like an appetizing slice of pizza?
Hey, look, we have more company. It's Officer Steve.
Is the whole town run by pizza cutters? Why are you living there, Mr. Pizza Guy? Pizza Guy?
And he says you're disturbing the peace.
Ah, you heard him. Police brutality right there. See, the problem is they red flagged Pizza Guy. And they came to arrest him. They red flagged him. And now he's done. All the criminals are pizza cutters too? This must be a nightmare for you, Pizza Guy.
See you next time. Thanks, Pizza Head.
Pizza Head. His name was Pizza Head.
Who invited you?
This must have been a black pizza. You might be right.
Some of your apple cereal? No. And who said it was an apple cereal?
I remember this commercial too. Oh, let's remember this one.
Cereal. It's Apple Jack. You mean, does it taste like apple? No. But you like it?
It doesn't taste like apples? No. Then why did they name it that? I don't know. I remember those commercials too. Apple Jacks doesn't taste like apples, okay. And everyone was like, then why did you name it Apple Jacks? It's like naming apple juice orange juice. If it doesn't taste like it, why name it that? Our entire existence is a lie, folks.
Yeah, for reasons you couldn't possibly understand. Like what?
Apple Jacks? You mean Fruit Loops for faggots? Thank you, Kevin. That's very funny. You're right. Thank you for the donation. Here it comes. Bring it. Thank you, Lucky the Cattle Who.
Remember when gas
Catahula?
cost $1?
Yes.
75 a quarter could buy a Coke, and movies at the big screens only cost $1. I remember. Broke back the Illuminati gospel.
It is. You're right.
We're not telling. Yeah, it's the came out. Yeah, cuz we don't.
Pizza Hut restaurants were the best. Mitch is right. Pizza Hut restaurants were the best. Like, pizza was great. Like after baseball games or after Little League game or after whatever, your coach would take you to a Pizza Hut that had a buffet. Then he'd molest you, and but then you got free pizza. Was that just me? Maybe that's why they stopped having like sit down inside Pizza Hut restaurants with buffets and stuff, because too many Little League kids were getting molested by their coaches. That's my guess. I'm not positive. And yeah, they had beer too. I never got free pizza, Mitch says, because you weren't as sexy as me. That's why. I got free pizza all the time. You just had to be a sexy little kid, and your coach would buy you whatever you wanted. Fucking ugly kid.
Jack cereal is part of its complete breakfast. We will like. Now back to our show. We'll be right back.
Look out.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, they used to give you pizzas if you read a book or whatever. I remember that stuff. So, like, Pizza Hut, again, man, Pizza Hut was a happening place. Like, they would have arcade machines in there. It was a sit-down restaurant. Their pitchers were always scratched for whatever reason, but you could get soda. It would buffet, a pizza buffet with like a salad and bar and everything. It used to be like that. Now it's just the worst of all the delivery chains.
Bad guys, make way monsters. There's a new superhero in town.
Masked Rider.
What is this?
To Fox.
I don't know. This is one that must have completely slipped me. I've never remember Masked Rider. I don't remember it.
Kids.
I remember this.
But the taste is so big, your eyes won't.
Fun fact, the voice of the Cheerios Bee is Billy West, the same guy who did the voices for Zap Brannigan and Fry in Futurama. And a lot of, did a lot of voices on The Simpsons too. Billy West, and also was on Stern. Everybody knows the fuck Billy West is, the current voice of Bugs Bunny.
Leave your mouth.
Whoa, that's big.
Ren and Stimpy, the voice of Ren and Stimpy, Billy West.
They look small to us.
Did you see? Honey Nut Cheerios is huge.
Those who think it looks small say aye.
Honey Nut Cheerios look little, but it's packed with a big sweet honey nut taste that's part of this complete breakfast. Honey Nut Cheerios.
Little old.
Big taste.
Now when you buy a Sunday at Dairy Queen, you can get another one free. Coupon on specially marked boxes of Honey Nut Cheerios.
So, Dairy Queen, I guess, partnered up with Honey Nut Cheerios? I don't remember this. This little fox, man. Poor guy. He's just trying to do stuff, and he keeps getting hurt.
Now back to our show. We'll be right back.
Now in boxes of Cap'n Crunch cereal, you can be an instant winner. And this Panasonic Entertainment...
That TV, there's no way that... First off, dope entertainment system, by the way. And there's no way that would fit in a cereal box. But look at that. This was... Again, for you fucking kids, you youngins. This was our entertainment system. Look at that square TV. Look at that. Look at those shitty speakers and that entertainment with headphones. Look at this. Look at this was our entertainment systems. Look at that. Who wants one of those? Who the fuck wants one of those? Look at the size of the remote compared to the TV. The remote's the size of the TV. It is a terrible entertainment system. Yeah, this is what Cousin Joe actually broadcasts from. Not many people know that. You're right, Fat Keck Boy. Cousin Joe still broadcasts from this same thing. The only way to play retro. Yeah, I know. But I've fucking been to CRTV in my house. Come on now.
Payment system could be all yours.
It's mine.
Whoa! Did you steal it?
25 will win a TVBC.
Whoa! Look at that.
Thank you, OJ.
In closing, here's a criminally underrated kids game show from the 90s. It probably didn't help it was on the Family Channel.
From Universal Studios Hollywood, it's time to get dirty! This is Maximum Drive!
Yeah, I remember this. The dirt bike one?
And in your home!
The dirt bike one, right? So it was these kids riding ATVs and dirt bikes. I remember that. By the way, it had a built-in VCR player, this thing. So come on, guys. It's pretty awesome.
Remote control, a stereo with dual cassette players, CD player, and cordless headphones. And 1,000 to win this portable CD player. It's right.
Dude, it's skip-proof, too. How many seconds was your portable CD player skip-proof? Mine had a 30-second skip-proof.
They're in specially marked boxes of Cap'n Crunch. Many will enter. Over 1,000 to win instantly.
I won.
Winner without purchase right entertainment system sweepstakes. P.O. Box 82236 St. Paul, Minnesota 5.
St. Paul, Minnesota. Mitch. Mitch, please. Do me a favor. You're in Minnesota. There should be like some sort of junkyard somewhere filled with these. Can you grab me one?
5182.
Ronald!
What's wrong?
Princess was supposed to order 3 zillion Happy Meal toys 3 inches tall.
So?
Look!
Uh-oh. 3 Happy Meal toys a zillion inches tall.
Sorry.
Oh, you messed up. You messed up. The sheer manpower it took to make that. And you messed up with the order. And you said sorry? That had to cost billions of dollars.
Now what?
Find 3 really big Happy Meal boxes.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Sleep, power-charged Hot Wheels racers. You get one with each McDonald's Happy Meal you buy. 8 cars so lightning quick, there's only one thing that can stop the action.
Your mom to tell you, go to bed and stop playing with your Hot Wheels.
A table that's too short.
Uh-oh.
Barbie Hot Wheels Happy Meal at
Remember when they used to have boys' toys and girls' toys? They don't do that anymore. You're not allowed. You're not allowed to have boys' toys and girls' toys anymore. Now they would have to have a gender fluid wind-up toy in there. That's it. That's all you'd be allowed.
McDonald's.
There will be a lot of new shows coming to television this fall.
The Tellus colony was massacred by an advanced alien civilization.
But one will blow everything else away.
What is this?
You see, everything is life or death.
I don't know what this is.
We're at war with.
9 o'clock.
Going in.
The producers of The X-Files present an exciting new series, and the whole world will be watching.
It turned out the whole world didn't watch. Because I don't know what this is.
Space, above and beyond, the legend begins.
Let me guess. 1 season. Does anybody remember this show? Does anybody remember? Hold on. This is Space. Above him. They pump money into it because the graphics you saw, even though it's shitty, back then cost a lot of money to make. So this is a show they pump money into. Space Above and Beyond is an American science fiction television show that originally aired on Fox, created and written by Glenn Morgan, James Wong. Originally planned for 5 seasons, I knew it planned for 5 seasons. It ran only for a single season. Due to low ratings, it was nominated for 2 Emmys and 1 Saturn Award. It was ranked 50 in IGN's top 50 sci-fi TV shows, described as yet another sci-fi show that went before its time. Set in the year 2063 and 2064, the show focuses on Wildcard, members of the United States Marine Corps, Space Aviator Cavalry 58th Squadron. They were stationed in space carrier USS Saratoga, and they act as infantry pilots. What time was it on? Each episode was an hour long. Yeah, they pumped 23 episodes. They pumped money into this. And I've never even heard of it until today. Did anybody hear about this? No, right? Eric Fernandez remembers it. It's because you're a nerd. You nerd. $5. Cheers, Roy's first time donating. Thank you for the entertainment. Thank you, LB. Much appreciated.
This fall.
Whoa! Look at that. Thank you.
That show was dope. It had
Superfly.
big space battles.
It did. Hey, Superfly. I heard Cabby, and I'm bringing this up every time now. I heard Cabby fucked up your base in Rust. What are you going to take that? Are you going to take that? I thought he said you was okay, Cabby. I thought you said you was okay. You going to take that? Get your sweet, sweet revenge. Please, get your sweet, 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 sweet revenge. Rebellion can't compete with Star Trek, man. Nah, as a matter of fact, I just started rewatching. I was rewatching the Star Trek movies, the Next Generation movies. I was rewatching. I know I'm a nerd. I don't care. Okay. I don't care. You hear me?
Now back to our show.
Oh, this is the end of Power Rangers.
Hey, everybody, Chris Leary. One question.
Chris
Are you
Leary.
ready for the Fox Kids Countdown?
Who's Chris?
Yeah!
Chris Leary?
Good. I'll jam your favorite jams and give out great prizes. Oh, yeah, you and me, hanging with the stars of the Fox Kids Network, right, E?
Jeepers, that would be swell.
This Sunday morning, tune your radio into...
Chris Leary, television personality. Wikipedia. Chris Leary is a national television radio show personality who was the host of Fox All Access syndicated show. He has hosted different shows like Metal, like Jacked and Metal for the World Wrestling Federation, Women's Entertainment Network. Okay, so this guy basically just voiceover, dude.
Incredible.
Watch the wondrous world of Spider-Man Saturday morning on Fox Kids.
I am still excited for Picard, even though my entire episode was blocked worldwide for playing the trailer. Just this scene right here. You see this little stops? I already know this commercial.
What's that new shake thing? It's Fruit String Thing, the fruity snack thing that lets you do amazing things. You can do a down thing, and off the ground thing, a double off thing, and eat some more thing. How low can you go?
You know, I'm really sick of this black on black Twizzler crime. Is anybody else? Is anybody else sick of black on black Twizzler crime?
Check out new shape things and fruit string things.
String things. There you go.
You can make it your thing.
Full House was trash. Yeah, of course. I mean, we watched it because it was on, but yeah, it was a corny sitcom. Karate? Is this Karate? Man, this is around the Karate Kid time, man. The 3 Karate Kid movies. Karate was huge in the 90s, early 90s specifically. Karate was huge. Everybody was doing karate. Karate!
You can do this. Join the United Studios team.
1-800-486-KICK.
Call now and receive a free karate uniform with your introductory program.
Free karate uniform? I'm in. I just want the uniform so I can tell my friends I'm in karate. I don't want to actually do karate.
Aladdin's here weekdays at 5 on
We know!
61. Previously on Power Rangers.
Look at
Thank you.
Lots going on behind the scenes. We're still working on get Alpha Male to come on the show.
Please.
Problem is, he's being a delicate flower and saying he doesn't want to be asked awkward questions or get trolled.
Then,
Give Alpha some reassuring words real quick.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Alpha. I'm sorry, Alpha, but alpha males don't have to worry about that. Alpha males don't have to worry about that. Alpha males would come on no matter what. No matter what. Don't be a pussy, Alpha. Alpha males aren't pussies. Don't be a pussy, pussy.
Cinnamon toast waffles. This tastes like it all together. The principal wants your...
Thank you,
First
Kevin.
saw this commercial about 10 years ago.
What is it?
Somehow it's been unchanged and aired on TV every single year since.
Well, the Christmas ones. Yes! Oh my God! This is hilarious. You want to know why this is hilarious? Kevin, I'll tell you why this is hilarious.
In just 60 seconds.
Oh my God, I'm so glad you brought. Okay, it's so funny you brought this up. So this is the Sunsetter retractable awning commercial, right? This commercial has. I don't know where I was at. I was someplace that had TV. Someplace that had that was showing TV, and it was. I think I was at either somebody's house that was watching TV recently, like a couple weeks ago, or at a restaurant that had a TV. And this commercial came on, right? And I actually pointed out to my wife, I go, can you believe they're still airing this commercial? This commercial's so old. It's still in 4:3 format. And they still air it to this day. They haven't changed it. They haven't filmed another one. This Sunsetter retractable awning commercial has been before 2010. That's when it was put up here. This commercial has been around since like the early 2000s, maybe 90s, late 90s, and they're still playing this commercial everywhere.
Used to make our outdoor deck and patio space so hot and uncomfortable we couldn't use it.
But then we discovered...
And there was also a radio commercial that was like, tell them about the discount, Harry, for the same company.
The Sunsetter retractable awning. Our Sunsetter retractable awning opens and closes in just 60 seconds. It keeps our patio about 20 degrees cooler.
It provides instant shade and instant protection from the sun's harmful rays.
And our Sunsetter costs under $700.
But now you can get your...
Even like for 20 years you've been doing this, even you haven't adjusted for inflation, these commercials still on. This commercial's still on TV right now.
Your Sunsetter for as little as $499 when you call now to get this special $200 discount certificate.
We love our Sunsetter retractable awning. And
I could call the number, but the number is going to still be the Sunsetter retractable awning. It's still around. This commercial was just on TV, like I said, 2 weeks ago.
You're going to
Joel Osteen looking motherfucker.
love yours too. It transforms your outdoors from sweltering sun to shady oasis in only seconds.
Call now for this free awning idea kit.
Idea kit. And it comes with a DVD. It comes with a DVD. Awning idea kit, and it comes with a DVD. They played for 25 years of airplay, thought it was great investment. You're right.
Packed with great awning solutions that will let you enjoy your deck or patio much more often this summer. Plus, get this $200 discount certificate.
Dude, there was nothing better than staying up late and watching the shitty infomercials. Like here,
Whoa! Look at that.
Alpha male can't handle the fact that I'm say alpha. Even Donald Trump bows down when I
You're right.
enter the room.
You're right.
Argy abate BC warrior blood trail.
These infomercials and Ron Popeil was like the god of these. Was the god of these. So these infomercials would come on all the time on like network TV normally.
Find out how you can get great-looking hair and join the GLH
I would
Hair
love
Club
great-looking
for
hair.
free.
I'm bald. That's great.
Can you guess the name of the inventor or marketer of all these great, incredible inventions?
Sure, let's try.
Vegematic, Chop-O-Matic, Dial-O-Matic, Mince-O-Matic, Food Dehydrator, Pasta and Sausage Maker, Pocket Fisherman, Mr. Microphone, Kitchen Magician, Miracle Broom, Miracle Brush, Record Vacuum, Roller Measure, Mr. Dentist, Smokeless Ashtray.
I know. Adolf Hitler?
Inside the eggshell egg scrambler, clean air machine, bagel cutter, door saver, seal a meal, button meal, rhinestone and stud setter, bottle and jar cutter, auto cut, pottery wheel, ornamental ice factory,
Thank you for the nice
This guy used to just go and he would buy these products from inventors and then he just put them on infomercials and make a fucking mint. You remember this guy?
introduction. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I want to know what you're going to show us, and I want to know why you got turned on to a product like this.
We have the.
So they filmed it like it was an actual talk show because they thought they were these infomercials. They thought they were fooling people. If people saw a live studio audience and people clapping, you would just tune in. You know, be like, "Oh, I like it. Oh, okay. What is this show talking about? I need this for my hair."
These pictures over here, we're going to show people how to get rid of bald spots. We're going to show women who have thinning hair to solve their problem.
It's called
hair in a can.
GLH Formula 9.
number 9,
I
right.
promised you it could change a lot of lives. And what's interesting is it's great for men to use. It's good for women to use. A lot of women have thinning hair and problems that way.
I have the product that solves the problem. And there's no ands, ifs, or buts about it. I'm going to show
This guy became a multimillionaire hawking this fake garbage.
you how that product works. Now, over here, we have some pictures.
There's no way that can made that guy's hair fix like. There's no way.
And you folks out there who are familiar with infomercials and commercials, you always hear testimonials on, I use the product and it's wonderful, I have it and it's great. On this show, which we have no script on, we actually show you.
You do have a script, you're lying.
How the product works on bald people, right? You actually see it yourself, you come to your own conclusions. This gentleman over here.
This guy talks a bit like Trump, not his voice, but like his cadence and his delivery.
Here, in less than 2 minutes' time, can look like this. In fact, this particular gentleman over here, we're going to have him come up on the stage.
Where is he?
He's sitting right in the front here.
Well, come on up. We've got to find out.
Okay, I'm very excited for this.
Sit down right there, and I'm going to do him. I'm going to bring up some other people in our audience.
Let's check out Hair in a Can. Are you excited for Hair in a Can? I am.
I'd like to get maybe this gentleman over here. Would you mind coming up, sir? Thank you.
Hi.
Yeah, it's not scripted, though. It's not scripted at all. I want to get to the hair part. I want to get to them doing the hair part. All right, let's do it. All right, here we go.
Over here. Come on up, sir.
It's important to note that what we have here is a gentleman with white hair, a gentleman with black.
Yes. I'm going to start with this gentleman over
here. All right, let's check it out. Here we go.
Okay.
Let's check his hair in the can. Here we go.
This is Art. Now, Art has jet black hair, so I assume that means you're going to take the straight black.
Will it stain the skin, though?
No.
It just washes right out.
This is just a cosmetic. It's like any other cosmetic in the market. It won't grow hair, but watch how it works, ladies.
Right. We're ready.
All right, remember, you're basically spray painting your head.
This is great.
Let me get this
Okay, look at
camera
the
over here.
smile on Art's face. Look at the smile on Art's face. Now, Ron, you're about 3 inches from his scalp.
Right, and that's all you do.
And you're just spraying it like you would with a bottle of hairspray or something.
It's as simple as that. Well, I'm going to let that dry. Let me use the finishing spray over here.
Okay, let's
Okay, now the finishing spray is used after you've done the coloring you need.
That's correct.
So that it will not rub off on your hand.
They spray painted his head. And they did miss the spot. You're right, according to James. They spray painted his head. They used to sell spray paint free. They probably still sell it for your head.
That's it. He's done. In about 2 minutes, I'm going to come back and brush it out. And that's all there is to it. There's
Can
other
you
hair.
see? What do you think? I mean,
It's
you
amazing.
can't see a bald spot anymore.
Let me go in front of you over here. And
Betty is sitting here grinning.
Let's look at this little bitch. Kevin Trudeau's speed reading, no red flag laws. Thank you, Abel.
Like crazy. Betty can't wait. Betty can't wait.
Now, Betty has a problem with...
Very thin hair all over her scalp.
Yeah.
She's also a massive cunt.
Look.
I hope the camera can pick that up. And we're just going to do... Betty, we've never done this with you before, am I correct? And I've never met you before?
No, son. I mean, sir.
First time. Okay, Mom.
And she's a beautician.
You're a beautician?
No. My beautician sent me here.
Oh, yes. Okay. As long as you have your health, this is your miracle, okay? Okay.
Now, since Betty has thin hair virtually all over her head, I assume...
Jesus Christ, you shit on Betty like this? She's sitting right there. You gonna just shit on her? It's just thin hair over her stupid old head, this dumb bitch and her stupid hair.
She can do this all over her head.
That's correct.
So what's happening is it's coloring the scalp as well as coloring some of the hair.
It is a powder.
So that when you look through...
In an aerosol can.
It is a powder
yes, it is.
in an aerosol form.
Look at already.
What about, naturally, Ron, you have to ask things like toxicity.
This product has been tested for 10 years. It's effective, it's safe, and it's just a plain, ordinary cosmetic.
But what does that mean? Plain ordinary cosmetic. You're saying that, but I don't know. I'm not sure what that means. All right, let's see this dude. I got to see this dude.
Okay, now look at how large Paco's bald spot is.
Just you shitting on Paco? Poor Paco. Paco did nothing wrong.
And all Ron does is spray this. Ron, what if this gets on some area of our skin that we don't want?
It washes right off. It washes.
That looks fucking terrible. That looks fucking terrible.
Washes out of clothes.
Wait. I got to come over to this gentleman. What did you just say?
I said to put my glasses on because it actually does look like hair growing ago.
I could put some white on him.
Could that work? So in Paco's instance, he could get two colors and
Absolutely.
Combine them and
we'll
use
just
them.
let that dry there. Well, we can brush it in right now. Huh?
Oh, it looks
Huh? Well, that's the whole thing, guys. It makes men look younger. It looks women look more attractive, and those women that have.
It makes women look more attractive. You heard them here first, folks. Ladies, if you want to look attractive to the opposite sex, spray paint your fucking head.
Thinning hair can comb their hair in a different fashion now. They're locked into combing it a certain way because they have thinning hair. Isn't that beautiful? I think it's sensational.
Stay tuned to find out how you can join the GLH Hair Club for free.
Wonder if I should try it. Should I buy some and try it on my head, see if it works? It's going to look ridiculous.
And receive an even bigger discount.
I see this gentleman over here has the same color. We'll let that dry before we brush it. Okay.
Now I have to use Negro Black on this gentleman.
Now, Jim has not only a bald spot, but once again, here I can see a lot of scalp because it's extremely thinning.
Not a problem. Watch.
Lots of it.
Now, what color
Lots
did
of
you
it?
choose?
Lots.
Jim,
he's got silver and black, so we're gonna.
So you've chosen silver black.
For this gentleman here, yeah?
So we can do this in the morning.
Right.
With the finishing shield, it stays on all day, even if we brush our hair again through the course.
But if it washes off, what if it rains? What if it rains?
Of the day, it stays on all day. What if we don't want to shower and use the hair cleanser tonight? We want to wait until tomorrow morning. Is this going to be like all over the bedding when we wake up in the morning?
If you twist and turn a lot, you will find a little powder on your pillow. It just washes out. Let's go back to this gentleman over
Wow, she really sandbagged him there.
here.
Yeah, what if you sweat? That's a good point. What if you sweat? It's rain resistant, Royce. Watch the damn commercial. Then how do you wash it out?
Smile. He says he's ready.
I would like you to go to the mirror up there, if you
Come
would,
here,
sir.
Art. Let's see what you
and
got.
take a look at it, and you tell me.
It looks incredible.
Huh?
It looks
Is that
amazing.
incredible?
The bald's out.
Go take a look at that up in the mirror. Here's a mirror for you. Oh, he's got
Jim's got it. Okay.
And we are right on top of his head, too.
All right, Jim,
we
you
are
said
right
when
on
Ron
top
did
of
this,
it.
you said, I want
Now,
a lot. What do you think?
I'm going to do, I've got to...
Like I remembered it.
It's
Nancy,
just like
Nancy,
you look great.
I got to hurry.
Jim said it's just like...
Nancy, I got... Look, we only bought so much. We only bought 15 minutes on this network, so we gotta hurry. We gotta move on to the next thing. We can't have you looking at it too long. These Ron Popeil, man, he would sell you hair in a can, and then he would do this.
Automatic pasta maker in under 3 minutes.
From scratch?
No.
From scratch?
And it was always the same host lady.
What is the donation goal to get you into the GLA Chair Club? Also, Cabby did 9/11 in Rust.
Cabby did 9/11 in Rust. I love that you guys are fighting. That's amazing. Yeah, Mitch gets it. Good grief, Royce. You're right. I'm being a real asshole. He also did this one. And I'm sure you guys are going to remember this one.
The following is a paid program brought to you by Ronco.
Ronco,
This Showtime
a subsidiary of Halliburton.
Rotisserie and barbecue is now priced under $100. That's right, it's now under $100. Order it in black or order it in white. Chicken kebabs, a big every.
Let me get to the
And Forbes magazine and my favorite Self magazine. And I was reading it myself and I noticed what they said.
You got a lot of books there, huh?
What? Well, you know, you've got a lot of press.
You got a lot of balls fucking coming at me like that, buddy. You got a lot of balls coming at me like that, bud.
It says that you are one of the people who changed the way we eat, the way we cook, and the way we think about food, which is
this paid advertisement in those magazines, by the way. All those magazines that she's holding, he was in all those magazines as a paid advertisement.
absolutely true.
And I'm so happy for that, too. Are you folks?
Hey, guys, did you guys happen to see the Larry King show? This is an incredible journalist. He's a straight shooter. He tells it like it is.
At the beginning of the show, you know what he did? He asked me to put a chicken in, and he wanted to taste the chicken at the end of the show because chickens take about an hour. And when he tasted the chicken, he said something like, "This is the best piece of chicken."
Did you see the edits? These edits are hilarious. This isn't like the person who these edits were in the infomercial. Look at this. He must have got in trouble when he said this is the best piece of chicken. He had to change it to he said something like. I guarantee you.
Asked me to put a chicken in, and he wanted to taste the chicken at the end of the show because chickens take about an hour.
Watch.
And when he tasted the chicken, he said something like, "This is the best piece of chicken you'll ever have."
Did you see those terrible? Means he got in trouble for using Larry King for something. That's what happened. I'm sorry, I got to do it again.
Chicken in, and he wanted to taste the chicken at the end of the show because chickens take about an hour. And when he tasted the chicken, he said something like, "This is the best piece of chicken you'll ever have."
It's. Hi, I'm Troy McClure, and I want to that's what he is. He's Troy McClure, selling his stuff. That's the best piece of chicken I've ever had.
Now, he said, "Ron, how does your machine do that?" And I said, "Well," before I could tell him, he interrupted me. He said, "I got to have another piece of chicken." He went out for another piece of chicken. You know, we're shooting another infomercial here today on the Showtime Rotisserie and Barbecue. It's a little bit different than what you've seen before. What we have here is a slightly smaller machine. But what we really have for you today that's so spectacular is a new price.
Trash Man goes, "I'm not even watching. I just heard that fucking edit and I'm laughing." What a terrible edit, right?
This price of this new model is under $100. There's a lot of new machines on the marketplace today, a lot of rotisseries coming out, a lot of cheap horizontal rotisseries out there. If you want to buy them, buy them. But when you get them at home, you'll see that they're flimsily made. They're not user-friendly. So please, if you want quality, and I build quality with my machines. I take a hammer.
Don't do it! Don't do it!
Please don't do that at home, okay? My products will last. If you should purchase my machine, as I said, it's under $100.
So they film all these reaction shots. They film all beforehand.
Chicken over here. First thing I'm going to do is just put a little color. I like to put a little parsley and some herbs on here.
Remember, this guy's going to tell you how to cook after selling you hair in a can. Thank you.
Look at Dave.
90s cancer-filled products were the best cancerous products around.
Agreed. Can't argue that. They were. It was, it was a simpler time.
I'll put it in my machine and... Set it and forget it! 18 minutes a pound for a pork loin roast or for a leg of lamb or for a roast beef, okay? Here's our pork loin roast. On the top here, if you can lift that up there, look at this.
Oh,
here we have our potatoes and our beans. Now, it only uses 1,200 watts of electricity.
That's nothing. That's like no watts of electricity. It's funny you say that, Casper, because my dad had one of these too, and it actually does work. I can't say it doesn't work. It does work.
That it's juicy. Oh, look at the juice running out of the folks. Can you see that? Isn't that great?
Look at this. Isn't that lovely? Now, there's a pork loin dish that you'd be proud to serve
to Larry King one day. All right, we're done with this. I'm sorry we did this so long. This was a lot of watching this shit's a lot of fun for me. Infomercials were the fucking best. All right. Let's move on. We could do that. We could do that. We could move on. But only the only reason we can move on is because we're going to do this first.
Just hanging out with the family, having ourselves a party.
Just hanging out.
Hanging out with my family, having ourselves a party. A cool
summer breeze makes me feel at ease. The barbecue is rolling, and Uncle Phil is calling. Emma's in the kitchen, and everybody's wishing. It's not Wayne Brady. It's not Wayne Brady, goddammit. Just hanging out. Hanging out with my family. Pocket Fisherman. I remember that too. All right. Let's see here. Ooh, yes. We'll do this. We'll do. It is Wednesday, and because it's Wednesday, you know what that means, guys.
Zach Inner, welcome to Workout Wednesday, the
Workout
workout
Wednesday,
show
baby.
that teaches you to catch the right waves. Today, we're in Nicaragua, and since I'm in a wheelchair, we're going to be trying a sport that I've only heard in conjunction with the word accident: surfing. Here's what you need: workout surfboard attached to workout jock, workout headband, workout rough rider wheelchair, workout ocean, workout beach avocado, workout rocks, naked Brooke Shields. It will go without it. Let's vamos this ahora, senora. First thing you gotta do
that was all
is
wrong.
have your surfer Josh carry you out of your wheelchair and onto the rock.
Your surfer Josh.
Always show appreciation for your Josh. Don't be like the Little Mermaid and give up what's unique and special about you just to marry some prince. I wouldn't give up my voice for working legs, because I know that's what makes my money. Don't be like Captain Ahab and spend your whole life obsessed with one whale. There's other fish in the sea, and there's tons of dolphins. And dolphins are always down to fuck.
He's right. Dolphins are rapists. He's not wrong.
Life gives you salt water, make salt water taffy. Just remember to take the taffy out of your pants before you put them in the washer. Otherwise, you're going to be sucking taffy out of your crotch for weeks. And that looks weird. people say they hate sand because it's coarse and rough and it
gets everywhere.
You know what's worse than sand? Being burned alive by hot lava. What would you give
Good Star Wars ref, man. Good Star Wars ref.
to feel sand on your robot legs now, Anakin? Be appreciative for what you have, you spoiled brat. You might get kicked off the board a few times. Well, Steve Jobs got kicked off the board at Apple, and he went on to create the iPod and die at a very young age. But let's focus on the positive. Some people stand in the darkness. You can't always count on David Hasselhoff or Pamela Anderson to save your life. Sometimes your only lifeguard is going to be a 15-year-old boy. And yeah, he'll give you CPR, but he'll also cuff your boob because he's a perv. I guess it's worth it. Well, that's Workout Wednesday for this week. Remember, no matter what dark and stormy seas you go through, always count on your friends to make sure you don't die or drown. If you want to see more of our...
This guy, man,
Hi, I'm Zach Anner.
is hilarious.
Workout Wednesday, the workout show that teaches you that sometimes you need to cut yourself some slack. Today, we're going to be slacklining, which is basically tightrope walking
No, he's not going to slackline. Come on, he can't even walk.
across a pool. I've officially run out of Workout Wednesday ideas that won't leave me injured. But technically, I'm a quadriplegic now, so if I end up a paraplegic, that's better, right? I'm a quadriplegic now, so if I end up a paraplegic, that's better, right? That's better. Here's what you need. Workout headband, workout swimsuit, workout slackline, workout sock. Why? I don't know. Workout ass. Let's do this. Am I doing it?
You got him on there?
Just gently, ever so gently.
Oh, you scraped up your side.
Oh, did I?
Oh.
Wow.
Oh, no.
Injury
Ouch.
of war. Some people walk across, and some people do this. So you failed your first test. Who cares? Failing helps you learn about yourself.
Here, I'll give you this link to this channel if you want to subscribe.
Okay, like you're legally blind and you should have been driving anyway. Would have been nice to learn that before you drove through those kids on Adopt a Puppy Day, but you'll know better for next time. So you're not the strongest swimmer. It doesn't matter because we're all strong swimmers eventually because dead bodies float. Okay, that was a little less inspirational than I had hoped. Baby steps across the pool. Maybe the second one could just be held up by my penis. Maybe that's the way it goes. Sometimes you have to take big risks to get big rewards. Yeah, going to Mars is dangerous, and we might have to leave someone there, but we'll go back to get that guy. He'll have learned how to make potatoes. I can't even do that on Earth. Oh, my butthole. Sometimes you gotta forgive yourself, like Ryan Locke.
Is he really wheelchair bound? Yeah, no, he is. I've interviewed him before. A couple years ago, we interviewed him. And he really is. He really is in a wheelchair.
Sure, you lied about being robbed, but now you're on Dancing with the Stars. And since you can't do the Olympics, maybe that leaves room for me. I'm gonna be an Olympian. I'm an Olympian. Olympics highlighted. Back this way. I'm so muscular. You may not look like a model, but look at it this way. Even the most physically attractive people have a little bit of poop in them at all times. And if everyone is full of shit, then why dump on yourself? Also, try to avoid lowbrow humor, guys. If people make you feel like it's not okay to fail, it probably means they've never tried anything interesting. Okay, so
Donation incoming. Thank you, K-Dog.
Good day.
OMFG workout Wednesdays at freaking priceless gold. Batchest.
This guy, Zach Gainer, is legitimately a funny dude.
Pop-Tart Hot Pocket Hybrid.
I'd recommend his book. I have his book. It's Zach Gainer's If at Birth You Don't Succeed. He actually sent it to us.
It didn't work. Even I'll admit that the name Hot Tart Pocket is a little suggestive. Okay, so maybe you haven't accomplished everything you want to in life, but that's all right. I mean, you'll floss eventually, and
You'll floss eventually.
Vitis is my favorite vitis. The only people that care about flossing are dental hygienists. A terrorist holding me hostage could not get me to floss. My teeth are gonna fall out the way I want them to. Years from now, archaeologists will discover my
You're welcome, Closer.
teeth, and they'll say, this was one Zach, and he didn't care about flossing. He was an American hero. I'd like to welcome you to Chris's Workout Wednesday. Carrying Zach across a slack line. Bounce. You got it. Bounce. Yes, we're doing it. We're doing it. Teamwork. Look.
It looks like we're waterboarding him.
Chris, are you the slack line? Chris?
No.
Are you the slack line?
No, stop.
Chris.
Stop.
Chris, I need you, Chris. So that's Workout Wednesday for this week. Remember, no matter what you're going through in life, you should cut yourself some slack, because there's no way you're as bad at anything as I am at slacklining. If you like this video, remember to subscribe, and if you want to support more videos like it, check out my Patreon page.
He is the fucking best. I always feel good after watching his videos. A legitimately funny dude. Last one, okay?
Hi, I'm Zach Anner, and welcome to Workout Wednesday, the workout show that shows you...
Netlux, by the way, you guys might want to show how Tim Pool is having a literal meltdown on the show today if you need something to show. He's seriously freaking out. I just posted his link, Lacey. Just scroll up a bit.
How to work out on Wednesdays. Today, we're going to be dealing with cycles.
Oh, yeah, he was great. As a matter of fact, I'm wondering if I could... If I could find the interview. We did interview him. I'm wondering if I could find the interview. I'll look for it and I'll see and I'll post it. But yeah, we did interview him. He was a really cool dude. I would really have to look for it though, because it was a while ago.
In life, here's what you need. Workout shirt, workout headband, workout shorts, workout shoes, workout socks, workout body, and a readiness to break every cycle in your life, because that's what we're gonna do, because that's most important. So the first thing we need to do is hop on the bike. It's as easy as riding a bike. Whoops. Now, you can do this with a regular bike outside. I choose to do my bike inside. Just go straddle the horse. Make sure that you don't accidentally impale your butt on the handles. You stay away from my butt handle. You just gotta have Brad come in and stick your feet in the pedals. Make sure your feet are firmly planted into the pedals of the bike. Whoops. So your feet probably aren't gonna stay on the pedals. So you might need to improvise.
Trying to find it, guys.
Okay. All right, I think that should probably do it. Let's do this. How do we start it? Now you're gonna need to put a little something between your legs so that they just don't ram into the bike itself.
Yeah, I'll find it after the show.
Put the huge ball between your legs and you're well on your way to cycling. Welcome to Duct Tape Wednesday. If something really isn't working for you, sometimes you just gotta call it. Life throws you curveballs sometimes.
It was on Dutch and Royce? Okay, that helps actually. Here, I'll keep playing this. I'll find it.
Times, and you can either duck or hit it out of the park. You've got to be the Wayne Brady of your own life. You got to improvise and say, this is my life, and it's in the style of you too. You lose your job, your house, did your dog burn down? Just because you're not living the exact life you want doesn't mean you can't make the best of the life you've got. It's like Fred Flintstone always says, yabba dabba do. No one has ever said yabba dabba don't. So you didn't get that promotion at the dump you always wanted. Maybe it's time for you.
2016, we interviewed him. Here's the podcast. Here you go. I found it. There you go. There's the podcast. In 2016, we interviewed him.
To take another look at that medical degree you've got and become a doctor. You might like it even more than the dump. If you're so focused on living a specific future, you forget to live in the now. My arms are my strongest part, but they're not doing very good for me now. Maybe we could use some duct tape on my arms. Have to make a change in your life? Maybe you stop at Victoria's Secret on the way home. Get the wife something special. Or maybe if you're not married, you stop at Victoria's Secret anyway. Try some stuff on. Be your own wife. Maybe they're out of your favorite thing at Olive Garden. Try something new. Everything's great. This video has not been brought to you by Olive Garden. Why not? I don't know. You can't spell improvise without improve and IVs. And how are you improving your life? What are you putting in those IVs? Is it something positive, like optimism? Or is it blood that you've been saving up for that long bike race? Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get, so you better just eat them all, because then you know you get a whole box of chocolates. Sometimes life is like Apollo 13. You gotta fit this into this using nothing but that. What's your this and this and that? Life is much better when you think on your feet, even if your feet don't work and are duct taped to a bike. That's Workout Wednesday for this week. Subscribe, and remember, there's more than one way things can work out. You just gotta think on your feet.
All right, hold on. I think I found it. I think I found the video too. Give me a second. Let's see, public. All right, I found the video. I'll be posting that too for you. Give me a second here. That way, if you actually want to see, I don't know if he was. I don't remember, Mitch. Was he on video? He wasn't on video, right? He was just. It was just audio when we had him on. If I remember correctly. Well, I'll get it up. I'll get it up for you guys, and I'll post it. Here it is. I think I have it. Let me check. Fuck! I should cut out the interview on this. This is from 3/5 from 2016. Did we have him on video? And I think it was just audio. Let me see here.
Just to see if, like, oh, maybe
Here it is.
this time went through. And it's like, oh, well,
brilliant.
I guess it didn't. Like, I just feel like I'm letting them down. So I don't really know. Maybe your brother can help me come up with a comeback, because I...
All right, here it is. Here's the video. Here you go, guys. Bam. There's the video if you want to watch the interview later. I just posted the link. I don't want to hear, where's the link? There's a link. You have it. You have it now. As a matter of fact, if you are lucky enough to be in the Discord, I will be posting it in the flashbacks page there too, in case you need it later. In case you need it later, that's where it'll be. All right, let's move on. We can move on. Sorry, guys. Sorry that I really wanted to get you that thing. So let me. Let's move on to something else. That was a good one though. Let's see. Sorry about the burp. All right. I guess this is what happens when vegans protest at a rodeo. Someone sent this to me. Vegans protesting at a rodeo.
Look at that.
Thank you.
Thanks for the entertainment.
Of course. Thank you. Thank you for the donation. It's very kind. They're kicking the shit out of the vegans. Look at that. They're tossing them. They're tossing them. Was this in America? I'm trying to see. This is Argentina. Oh yeah, this is in America. They don't fuck around. These are vegans protesting in an Argentinian rodeo. A horse just kicked that guy. That guy got kicked in the head. That guy just got tossed. The horse! There goes the horse! There goes the horse! Thank you, Green Line.
Compion, it's my birthday today. Thanks for all the entertaining content. Here is a belated birthday donation for you, my fellow Cuban Leo brother.
Thank you. Oh, God.
Somebody
why?
told me
why that? Thank you, but why? Thank you, but why?
This tool in the shed. She was looking kind of dumb with her finger.
What did I do to you, man? What did I do to you? What? Oh, another donation coming in. Another donation. What? Thank you, K-Dog.
Look at that.
BOTB crew is better than FOTB crew. Change my mind.
You can't.
BOTB rising.
Hey, you know who doesn't give a fuck that you're a vegan? Those horses. Yeah, this is actually better than the rodeo. I agree. Let's replace the little rodeo bulls and stuff. Let's replace them with vegans. I'm all in. I mean, if vegans really want the rodeo to stop, they should volunteer to be lassoed, right? Vegan fighting? It'd be great. You ain't kick one of those horses, you're gonna be a vegan and you're gonna be dead. Shit. It was the Daily Caller that posted. That was fucking great. That was great. All right. I actually move up to the main show. That actually could have covered the main show. Boop. All right. Let's do. Oh yes, I forgot. There's an okay. Hold on. Sorry. There's a new Thomas. I got excited. I forgot there was a new Thomas Murphy.
Hi, it's me, Thomas, and today is Lucille Ball's birthday from I Love Lucy, but she's not alive no more. A long time ago, she died.
Wait, Lucy died? Of what? Of what? What did Lucy die of?
And also, I remember the thing with the chocolate thing. She ate the chocolates instead of putting them in boxes. That's not good, because if I was her, I would just put the chocolate in the box and close it.
I'm sorry. Are you talking about the famous Lucy chocolate bit? You just watched the episode. That's what happened. It was on TV Land or something.
That's how I do my job the right way. Mm-hmm. I know. And tomorrow's a pizza party, so like around 11:30, I'll come back here. Yes. Mm-hmm. That's exactly what I'm gonna do.
Yes.
That's right. Mm-hmm. And today will be better. It will. Oh, yeah.
Wow, what the fuck was that? Did you see that silence? We got to play that again.
It will. Oh, yeah.
Fucking Christ.
There's a lot of things I gotta say, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna pay my cell phone bill first. Then next week, bills. Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm gonna order Domino's on Thursday. Yes.
Okay, Thursday.
Mm-hmm. Because I haven't done that in a while. Because I was on my trip to Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Now that I'm back, I can do that. Yes.
Yes.
Once in a while is okay.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And, yeah. Thursday and Friday I'm off, so that's all I have to say. Comment down below and let me know what you think about this. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah. Whew. We're done traveling for a little while. We are.
Okay, well, good. I was worried.
Mm-hmm. Then the 12th of Monday is orientation of school.
Mm-hmm.
Orientation.
Orientation?
It is.
It is?
And I guess that's about it. So I start at 6 a.m., so I guess I'm going. So I gotta go. Bye.
Bye. He's got to say twice. He's got to say bye twice. It's important that Thomas says bye twice. All right, so we've talked about it on this show. Suspicious Bam made this, by the way. So again, subscribe to Suspicious Bam. Make some great edits for us. A lot of you know the Angry Video Game Nerd. Obviously, 3 million subs. So a bunch of you probably do. Maybe some of you don't, but that's neither here nor there. Mike is actually the one that pointed out to me, but I've actually really been watching this show, and I believe there's a strong possibility that Mike Matei, the gentleman on the right here, is in love, and I mean like a sexual love, with James, who's on the left, who's the Angry Video Game Nerd, who's married, who has 2 daughters. That's okay. And this little edit surmises every single episode of James and Mike.
Like, and that's been a problem with Jim Carrey from when he was the Riddler. I mean, when I think Dr. Robotnik, the first thing that comes to my mind isn't like, oh, Jim Carrey, have chosen Jim Carrey for the Riddler, though. I mean, look at the Riddler in the 1960s Batman. Like, the crazy Frank. Like, we're in 2019, and they've done things like the Castlevania and that series. I thought we were kind of getting to the point where it was like, all right, they're starting to understand what to do with, like, video game, like, media. So, you know, there's bigger problems than that. I think that's a problem. Like, I think Sonic should look. It bothers me that, like, see, I think if you're gonna make, Eggman, have an actor play the part of Eggman. Don't have, it's just Jim Carrey being Jim Carrey, and he's like,
Whoa! What are you, retarded?
That's every
Lopez,
episode.
Sheila 2020
Thank you,
give the
Netlux.
people what we need.
Thank you,
Radical boomer cost now. No joke though, can you guys save us from Trump's faggotry?
No way. I already said we're in the sweet spot before Rome burns. Just fucking enjoy yourself, man. That's my advice to you. All right, we've come to the end, folks. We've come to the end of another fantastic and fun Daywave. Thank you, everybody that donated. You guys are absolutely the best. We'll be back in 4 hours. I will be back in 4 hours. So make sure you're there. Make sure you're there to hang out with us, have a good time, have a couple laughs. So I will be seeing you guys. Thank you to everybody, and I hope all of you have a fantastic, amazing, and wonderful Daywave.
Just doing my thing.